for the first game of the second round of World Cup qualifiers. You're one step closer to China, but for Qatar in particular, the hard work starts on the first game. Here's the schedule in this Group F. Iran got a tough home win. They trailed at the half to the Philippines, but got out there with the 81-73 win. Here is the table in this Group F, and it's a table of two halves. With Iran and Australia with just the one loss, you can see how important it would be for Qatar to get a home win to get right into the mix for the third place spot. So individual player introductions. And the Australians will be introduced out here first. Tough lineup, as you would expect. Now Kevin Nish just introduced. Daniel Johnson, number 23, in 3 stat lines in the Australian National League last year. Had a phenomenal season. 7th in scoring, 3rd in rebounding, and 7th in blocks. This guy contributes across the whole stat line. But that's this Australian team. It is a team. It's not about an individual. It purely is about how well this group functions. Here's the home team. Had the 2 wins over Iraq to make it to the second round. Gumbo, 196 forward. Got to get some work done on the glass. He's going to help this team make any inroads against this Australian team. Australia ranked 10th on the FIBA rankings. Qatar down at 61. You can see what an upset this would be. But if you're at home, you're in the World Cup qualifiers, you're in the second round. You can look at the table and see how big a win would be. Now, that's all the ingredients that you need for an upset. In here, Yuki with the elaborate hand slaps. He's ready to play. And now, as Coach Tim Lewis gets in line, we'll have the national anthems, and we'll start with the national anthem of Australia. A good contingent of traveling Australian fans, or possibly expat workers based here in the Middle East. Now we've got the national anthem of Qatar. Players exchanging the half-court mementos, that tradition of international basketball that you hope never goes away. We're going to look at the third team on the floor, the three officials. We go Marwan, Ahmed Shuwali and Mohamed Taha will be the third team on the floor from Lebanon, Iraq and Jordan respectively. They take charge of this World Cup qualifier. Don't forget, lots of opportunities for you to participate. Let us know what you think on the various social media streams. Hashtag the This Is My House campaign still is there for you. And the FIBA WC World Cup. Here's the Australian roster as announced prior to them leaving Australia. Coach Jimenez has so much depth in this roster. Nice blend of experience that really does know how to operate as a team. And as we said before, it's about the team for Australia. Starting lineup, Mitch McCarron is going to bring his scoring punch from the shooting guard spot. And it's their toughness on the inside. Anger Grant is going to be a tough ask for the Qatar defense, but the ball movement and the team play, that really does bring it home for Australia. Here is the Qatar roster under coach Tim Lewis. This team with only 2 wins in the first round, 2 wins over Iraq. So as you saw on that table, have a real chance for the third space. It's got to be wins at home. And Suleiman Khalid and then Amucic, the forward and center, are really going to have to go to work on the glass. They're going to have to support Tanguy in Bomo, and this team are going to have to use the home court advantage to bring them into and stay in touch with this Australian lineup. This game was played as it should be. Australia would control it, get what they wanted, shoot good percentages, and come out with a win. But this is World Cup basketball. This is Qatar's opportunity for an upset. Their first game in the second round, they could build some momentum. And then it's a crazy thing, momentum in these competitions. If you're looking at the schedules of these Asia qualifiers, you'll note they play today and at the beginning of next week. The distances in this group are phenomenal, so gives the team a chance to travel. Massive time differences between venues, so give them as much chance as they can to prepare correctly. Coach Lewis, much traveled, originates from the United Kingdom. Spent some time in the D-League in the USA, as well as being part of national team coaching staffs in England and Great Britain. Andre Lemanis, one of the most respected and experienced coaches in these World Cup qualifiers. And they've done a great job with this Australian team. And don't forget, obviously, this Australian team dealing without some of its huge NBA stars and still coming up with a 5-1 record. Only the phenomenal win by Japan in the first qualifying rounds. Really did upset their unbeaten record, but they sit there at 5-1, and if they want to keep pace with Iran, they're going to have to get this win on the road. Take care of qualification as early as they possibly can, and then look to prepare for China in pretty much a year's time. Well, it's a warm welcome back to Doha. 6 o'clock in the evening local time. It's been a very relaxed 42 degrees outside in the air-conditioned facility. It's dropped to a nice 37 degrees at the moment in the area, but 6 o'clock local time, whatever time you are, hope you enjoy this one. Australia in the yellow uniform, and Qatar, well, I suppose you could say it's a burgundy uniform. And we're just about to tip it off. Second stage for Australia and Qatar is underway, and Australia will control it first time down the floor. Trademark action away from the ball. Great little baseline cut. In traffic off the glass, he's fouled, and that is Australian basketball. Brandt came off the little baseline screen, powers up through the contact. Will be disappointed not to complete the play, but will go to the free throw line. Some of the Aussie fans who either based here or have made the journey. It's one of those places that's a normal stop off if you're making your way to Australia, and why wouldn't you? Australia show trademark man-to-man. The deep three is away and is way off. And Qatar struggling to break down the defense, settle for the three. And Gombo with the, well, rather disappointing outcome. Australia again, a lot of motion away from the basketball. High pick and roll, little roll to the hoop, open up, three wide open from deep is long. But after missing the three, Kay chased it down. Sobe goes to the corner. Kay looks and attacks the closeout. Off the glass for two is good. Great ball movement. Created the long closeout. Nick Kay put it on the floor. Soft touch off the glass. Inside. Bill's double team, has to look to skip. They wind up, the three is long. Great work on the glass, tremendous effort. And Khalid goes back up. Gets the two, will go to the line to make it a 3-3 tie. Strong through the contact, draws it, kisses it off the glass, makes his way to the free throw line. And get the drop from the line. Jason Cuddy gets it into the half court. Kay will go high. Qatar will sag and try and protect the middle. So it goes with a three, is no good. Defensive rebound is hauled in, and this is where Qatar have to be smart. Suleiman Khalid. Oh, had the defense in the air. Nice move to the middle. Get the drop, and Key does a nice job, but just has to have that composure to finish the play. Kay will go back. Brandt gets a touch on the inside. A lot of activity. And again, see Qatar will fill it up underneath. Baseline for Brandt. Reverse layup is good for two. Brandt takes it strong. The Wildcat will pick up two on the far side of the ring. Tough move, used his body really well to protect it. And at the minute, it's tough for Emianchiki to just contain penetration. Again, good entry to the block. In traffic for two is with a soft touch. And Gombo going to have to put in a shift. Kay has it on the inside, little ball fake, takes a second step, goes with a soft jump hook, is no good. Defensive rebound, Mucci has it. Khalid has it, takes the early screen, they slip it, spins into the lane, pull up to two is good. Wasn't giving that to anybody else. Too easy on the inside, and Angus Brandt with his hands up. The soft touch goes to 5 personal. Oh, he goes to that's the step through. Second move off the glass, doesn't get the drop. Works hard on it, comes up with his own rebound, takes the tough one. Maybe should have kicked it out. Can't fault the effort. Screen in transition, great pass. Beautiful movement away from the ball. That's how to move in transition, as Nathan Sobey picks up the easy 2, but it's all about the movement, the timing of the pass. And you've got to love it as a coach when you get that sort of transition. Simeon Cuddy will back it out. Has a look down low, turns it down, stops and pops the 3. Just about catches the front of the ring. Sobey gets inside and kick it. Okay, feet set for 3, no one within a mile of him. He knocks it down, and someone has to play some defense. It's not Brandt with the 3, Kay with the 3. And Australia will extend their defense. 12-6, they have the early lead. This is going to be an 8-second violation. That's even better for Australia. They get the turnover. And McCarron will flush it for 2. Timeout, Qatar. And the 10th ranked FIBA team in the world looks the 10th ranked team. Great defensive effort. Sobey looks up. And McCarron did not pass up the opportunity to flush it. Lewis takes the timeout. Qatar want to talk it over. Tremendous start for the Australians. Well, as I've said to you on many occasions before, it's an emotional, pressure situation. So if you heard some language that upset you there, apologies for that. But as you can see, Suleiman Khalid is in this, wants to come up with a performance. You're representing your country. He's unhappy with a 12-6 start. So after the breakaway flush again, Australia up the floor. Suleiman Khalid beats it on the dribble. Now they're in the half court. Taking a lot of time off the clock though. Down to 12 on the possession. Khalid, no one else except for an Australian, gets a touch. McCarron is fouled and kisses it off the glass. You're going to foul it. Do not let them get the shot away. McCarron with back-to-back baskets will go to the free throw line for the extra. Took a lot of contact, finished the play so well. There's the steal. And at the point of transition, the Australians are off running. There's the contact. Great focus, kisses the glass softly. Australia have a 10-point, just about to become an 11-point lead. Nope, they get the offensive rebound. That's the way to announce yourself in the game. Move off the glass, no good. Great work on the offensive backboard, and another 2 for Ngombo. He was definitely putting in a shift. He can't again fault that effort. It's his own rebound, goes back up strong, gets the 2. Hodgson hands it off for the 3. It's no good for Jason Cuddy. Substitution coming in for Qatar. They trail 11. They're going to have to just hang around. They cannot dig a hole for themselves. It's an 11-point lead already. They're going to get a run with the home crowd. That home run can't make them Put it back to manageable numbers. Great recovery. Tremendous effort by Abdul Basket. And just about get the two. Mo Mohammed. Cuts it to a 9-point lead. Australia in the half court. Wide open three. No one again. Close, and we're just going to fill it up. You've got to recover and get a hand up on the shooter. Otherwise, it's just going to rack it up in threes. Soft pressure by Australia. 3 minutes to go in one. Go on, penetrates. Big second step. That's a travel. You'd like to see more ball movement by Qatar. You can see Suleiman Khalid wide open on the perimeter, but as we said on the previous play, when he penetrated 1 on 3, didn't look to pass, so his team doesn't appear to have that pass mentality, not sharing it at all. Leash in the game, we'll move it on. Shot from the corner is off. Great work on the glass, tremendous box out. Mohammed has it, moves it on. Early three is short. Defensive rebound is hauled in by Kadi, and he gives it up. Australia in transition. Don't like the numbers. Settle for the open three is no good. Completely unopposed on the glass. And we have a little activity away from the basketball. Guess he Wagstaff and doing a job on the glass. Well, there's the unopposed rebound. Completely, well, naked, as they say on the glass, as Anthony hits the offensive glass. Australia lead at 22-10. The referee's going to keep a lid on it. That's a walk. Picked it up, dragged it. He looks a little bit perplexed at the call, but then definitely took a little extra step, should we say. 1, 2, 3, and there's the next one. Just shuffled everything. Australia trying to really turn the screw early here. Full court pressure will wear down this Qatar lineup. That's better. Give it up and spread it. Gombo puts it on the floor. Surely has to kick. Boy, makes the little handoff for two. Mohamed gets his 4th point of the game. Okay, baseline needs a pass. Just drops in, and Drimic is going out of bounds with it. A little bit congested. Qatar get the stop. Keep it in single digits. Stay in the game. Give yourself the opportunity. 1:45 to go in the first. And again, Australia will just be relentless with their pressure. Inbound denial. Give it up. Let the ball work for you. Goal puts it on the floor. Needs a pass. Going early. It's going to be offensive. And the defense is set. Move the basketball. Create advantage. And Tungai Ngombo picks up the offensive foul. Great defensive effort. Leash has a look, gets in traffic, kicks it, extra pass to the corner. The three is wide open and long. You get the impression Australia are going to get a lot of open looks from the three-point line. That was going nowhere. Great defensive effort. Hodgson steps into the game, has had a couple of blocks already. The 2'11" center. And he's away from home, but he was announcing that the keyway was his. Tar struggling on the inbound, just about get it in. Gombo moves it on. They turn down the three. There's no way that Suleiman Khalid is turning down the three. Australia looking at their options on the end of the break. Will hit the second side. Oh, soft layup is missed. Wagstaff really didn't finish the play with any conviction. Well, the other way. Second trial three is no good. Australia again in transition. Norton gives it up. It's becoming a little stretched and a little sloppy. Norton gets it back, attacks the closeout. Great little wraparound. Oh, watch out. Now Hodgson's going to flush this one with some authority. Nice feed. 24-12. Last 10 seconds have been a dominant first quarter performance by Australia. They take the three, way short. Australia might get a one here. Got 3 seconds to get it away. Going to have to be a half court. And they don't really give it a serious go. Norton walks to the bench, and at the end of one, Australia dominant, in control. Everybody's getting floor time. Their challenge at the moment is to play at their level. There's confirmation. At the end of one, Australia lead it 24-12 on the road here in Doha. Here are the statistics from that first quarter. 0 for 7 from the three-point line for Qatar. A nice job moving the ball when they do actually pass the ball. Shooting 55% from two-point range, but 0 for 7 is not going to get anything done in anybody's language. This looks like there needs to be a little bit more trust in each other. Once Australia picked it up defensively, went full court. They added to their half-court execution with points in transition. Therefore, they lead it 24-12. Qatar already with a mountain to climb. Qatar will have possession at the start of 2. Just share the basketballs. Got to be the message. Spend some time with it. Do not give the Australians an opportunity to try and get points in transition. Share it. Get touches for more players. Try and move that defense. A little start, better start here. Floor spread. Ngobo has it outside the three-point line. Thinks about it. Holds it. Puts it on the floor. Drops it down. Nice little play. They can't finish the play. Suleiman Khalid couldn't knock it down from 2 feet, but they've got to stay and be positive about that. They get a 2-foot look, and everybody touched the basketball. Hodgson in the post, kicks it out. Penetration by Dubic will move it on. They haven't reversed it. Just about get it. Wide open look. Leash for 3. Count it. No, it's short. Great work on the glass. Anthony Druitt just went to work from the weak side. Found space, elevated, and gets the tip. Better tempo though. Qatar trying to share it, trying to take some time out of it. Trying to shorten this game. 7 on the possession. Mohamed stops, fires the 3, and drains it from deep. Nice looking release. Again, the tempo was so much better. Obvious nerves at the start of the first quarter. Great cut. Easy 2. All about the timing, all about it. And Julius goes back door, picks up his 4th point. And Australia back up the floor. Gombo outside to try and turn the corner, gives it up. Again, the wrong decision, wrong way. Try and open the floor here. Suleiman Khalid gets it off. Mugo puts it on the floor, down the middle, strong. Tough shot off the glass for two. A runaway train down the middle of the lane. Some real bravery by Limich, took the contact. Kay kicks it. The open three again is short. And you've got to say, if Qatar are going to offer that three-point shot and try and really collapse to the middle, then spend some time with the ball, they may have found a way to stay competitive here. Domo stops, fires the three, is blocked. It's all a bit too slow. Chance to run here, 3-on-2 break. Should be an easy, going to go offensive. Good call by the official. Matt Hudson just took out the defense. And you see him holding him off with that left arm and it's extended. Okay, if you just seal him off. Domo's going to sit, needs a well-earned rest. Tanguy Ngombo. So changes for Qatar. They look a little tired in that transition then. Mohamed will get it off. Gets it at the high post. Nice ball movement. The open three is good. And when you share the ball and create for each other, the game is a lot easier as Al-Ayas comes up with the three. And Qatar close it to 8. So much better at the start of the second quarter. The tempo is good offensively. Brent goes inside, goes with the left hand, gets the soft roll for two. Tough move. Abdel Bassett waits for the ball screen, doesn't get the ball screen, then move it on. In traffic, tough fadeaway shot. And that's what they needed at that point. As Lachine almost said, it's my turn to get a shot, regardless of its quality. Again, Australia move it in an early post touch. Good movement again. Every Australian, after making a pass, if they cut and they're open, they're expecting the basket. But this team has a great mentality to share it. It's almost the opposite to Qatar. Australia in the half court will move it. High pick and roll. Brandt, penetration, tough shot off the glass, and really needed to kick it. Set far side of the ring for two is no good. Defensive rebound is pulled in. Sobey has it and he pushes. He turns it back over. 2-on-1 break, have to execute, can't come up empty. They get the foul. And Mohamed will go to the free throw line. There he is. Mizo takes the contact, kisses it off the glass. He'll be disappointed he didn't finish the play. Will have the chance from the free throw line to get this back to single digits. Only shot 50% from the free throw line in the first round of qualifiers on maybe 4. Saw action in 4 of the 6 games. Makes the first though. It goes 2 for 2 from the line. It's about maintaining this now for Qatar. It's been an excellent start to this second quarter. Both ends of the floor. There's now, you can see that they have a way they want to play this game. Little floated hook. Cannot get the on rebound, but good effort going to the glass. UK with the first move, but then missed the shot, went after it hard. Just beat the 5-second count. But Karen has it out top. Nice find. Wide open for three is long. But Karen works hard. Qatar stay, and they come down with it in transition. They're outnumbered. Really should spend some time with it right now. Chance to cut this to a real manageable number. Mohammed tries to create a little space, backs it out, has a look at his options. A little mismatch here as Brand has to guard him. So they've gone inside. Move to the inside, soft touch, doesn't get the drop. Mohammed will be so frustrated with the miss from 4 feet. He comes out top, looks to no dribble handoff, now makes the pass. But he has it. A little static now for Australia. The first time they've really stood and played. Defensive rebound is just about corralled in by Mohammed. They turn it straight back over. Well, the component parts are there for Qatar. Just got to execute. Kadi comes off the screen. They move it on. Sobe has it. Steps back. Strokes the three. Is no good. Great work by McCarron. He is just a relentless worker. Picks up his 6th point. There's not anywhere near as much rhythm. Still, though, sloppy. Making Sobe says thank you. And what was an 8-point game, what had been a tremendous start to the first quarter, just gets thrown away with just so much sloppiness in the backcourt. Lewis takes a timeout. Look to tell you everything you need to know. 34-22, 3:52 to go in the half, and Australia reassert.
Hey, come on, guys. It's simple errors that just put them back in the game. It was a 9-point game, and now it's 12. It's simple things. Tell them, you got to be strong, come to the ball. Right? We don't want the bigs handle the ball there. You got to come and get it back from them. Pay attention here. Okay? We're going to run 2 up. Listen. Alan Abney.
Well, here are the numbers neither team. Australia are going to be looking at 3 from 14, and that's the shot Qatar want them to take. It's collapsed to the middle, offered him the 3, and Australia with no rhythm on that 3-point shot. No ball movement, no coming off screens, no coming off cuts, catching it, and having some rhythm on the release. Shooting 21%. And that is not a number that this Australian national team would expect to shoot. And until they start to make those shots, Qatar is going to sag. Qatar is going to offer him that 3. 2-2-1 press for Australia coming out of the timeout. Yeah, gets it over the half. Backs it out, looks for a little space. Just needs to be more active, more movement away from the basket. They're going to pick and roll, but they don't really attack the space. Suleiman Khalid, turn around. 2 is no good. Defensive rebound is McCarron. He's active on the glass, is an understatement. Johnson skips it. McCarron in rhythm is long. And Suleiman Khalid will advance it. No more why. Moves it on. Ball's out of bounds. Qatar will still retain it. Only 3 seconds on the possession, though. To get something, it's got to go up. They take the tough turnaround off the glass. Is no good. Defensive rebound belongs to Daniel Johnson. And the guy is all over the National League stats in Australia. Shows you why. Johnson will pick, pop, looks to hand off. Sobe stops. Little floater for 2 is no good. Johnson's on it. Somehow you knew he was going to be involved on the glass. One of the 36ers. An absolute stellar season. Suleiman Khalid goes with a floater of his own. And Qatar have gone back to the one pass and try and force it. And Australia have gone back to easy points in transition. Wagstaff down the middle for 2. He goes to 8 personal. They lead it now by 16. Don't forget, at that timeout, they've got it back to 9 just before it. Turnover again. And the word relentless is the only way to describe the Boomers. Karen looks underneath. Johnson gets another touch. When you cut, your teammates have confidence. You know he can pass. Great little back cut. Johnson with the assist. McCarron gets the easy 2. And again, Qatar get beat on a back cut. $18-point lead. They have doubled that lead. A 9-point run for Australia. Give them the 40-22 lead just going into the half. Qatar have got to find some momentum. I don't think that's the way to do it either. We've got a whistle on the play. With a 1-foot fadeaway. And Coach Lewis doesn't have to say anything to tell you what he thinks of that. Khalid is restrained. He's going to sit. Foul was called. The management staff do what they're paid to do. Control that bench. Abdul Halim, number 96, checks in. The goal goes up. A real prayer and a hope, but goes after it and one. If you work hard, good things will happen. And Gomo picks up an offensive rebound on an apology for a shot, really, but then stays with it, pushes it off the glass, gets the 2. Chance to make it a 15-point game from the line with 49 seconds to go in the half. She will sit. And they will not get the extra. Goma goes to 8 personal. 4 from 11 shooting. Just got to be a little bit more efficient. 7 rebounds though. He's putting in a shift. Again, they move it. They find the extra man. Cuddy for 3 is off. Work on the glass again. This time, finally Qatar get it as Abdul Halim comes down with a defensive rebound. He gets it on the trowel. Needs a pass. Desperately needs a pass. Gets it. Ngoma has it. Going to try and space it. Give him space to play. The Australians will double team anyway. Abdul Halim goes in the middle. His finger roll for 2 is no good. And Australia will bring it. 6 seconds to get it away. Steps back for 3. Is short. And that'll wrap it up for the first half. And Australia re-established the control they had in the quarter 1. Back out to a 16-point lead. There's confirmation at the half. Australia lead it 40-22. Qatar will think they had a chance. They think they found a way to be competitive, which they had. Got it to 8, got it to 9 with the basketball. And then turnovers, which has been their Achilles heel for the whole of that first half. The strategy of offering Australia the 3 has paid dividends. Only 18% from the 3-point line for Australia, but they still score 40 points. And it's points off of turnovers. 8 turnovers for Qatar. And 8 of those turnovers have generated 10 points for Australia. Nervous start by Qatar. As you would expect start for Australia. Ball movement, everybody involved, baseline screen, and a foul that got them to the free throw line. Just sort of summed it up in terms of how they were going to play. They shared the ball really well, getting high percentage shots, in that first quarter. Qatar really hadn't worked out how they were going to face this talented and tough and experienced Australian lineup. Suleiman Khalid. Nice job. You've got to give him a lot of credit for his work ethic. But 2 from 8 scoring from the floor doesn't really get it done against the quality of Australia. In the second quarter, tempo was better. They moved the basketball, Qatar. They spent time with it. And again, Leash with the missed 3. Poor shooting from the three-point line for Australia. They made up for it by working hard on the glass and being efficient off turnovers. But they got it back to 8. And then turnovers, lack of defense, and Australia were back on the high percentage shots. And by the half, Australia really re-established like dominance. McCarron with the 2 off the beautiful little back cut. That's the 4th back cut that led to points. And that would have done it for the first half. Really nice performance by Australia. It's never easy on the road. But they've established a huge advantage. They have the lead. We'll be back for the second half shortly. Can Qatar get a run to make this competitive? We'll see you soon for the second half. Welcome back, everybody, to Doha. Inside the Al Gharafa Sports Club. And the home team, showed they had a real way of competing with this Australian lineup, but at this level it has to be every possession, every single possession. It's no good getting going for 4 or 5 possessions and having possessions off, because a team like Australia will absolutely make you pay, and that was literally what happened. The defensive effort for the Australians was very good. And the thing is, they've only turned the ball over 8 times for Qatar, but they've all been bad turnovers. Turnovers in the backcourt, turnovers that have led to points. And the Australians also being very smart when they press, how they press. The more worrying stat for Qatar is only 3 assists in that first half. Team that just simply does not share the basketball, against 13 assists for Australia. And that stat, more than any other, probably identifies the real difference in these two teams.
All right, we got to do a better job on the defensive end on just the little mistakes that we're making. Come on, energy levels
26
up.
to 18 on the glass. So
Stay away from the referees.
again, the Australians doing a nice job on the offensive board. The Australians have shot the 3 ball with their normal efficiency. 3 from 17. This would have been done and dusted. They would have been out of sight. This would have been possibly a 30-point game. You have to credit Qatar for coming up with a way to be competitive. And it took the Australians a while, especially in that second quarter, to adapt. Interesting to see how Qatar approach this. It's a 16-point game. This is not done. They have to work their way back in, possession by possession. Get a stop, get a score. Back that up with another stop. You start to eat into the lead. That's what it's all about. They're not going to do this in a quarter. They'll try and work their way back in. Diverse community watching the game here. At the moment, enjoying a very, very competent Australian performance. Welcome back. Start of the third quarter. Nick Kay will inbound. Australia have possession. They lead this 40 to 24. Back into that pass and handoff action. Back screen. They read it this time. Better defensive effort. You've really got to give some credit to Abdel Halim. Stayed with the play, got a piece of it. Suleiman Khalid. It sticks with Khalid for 6 seconds while he directs action. Just thrown straight away. Turnover as Avdic just literally gave it to Australia. They're trying to get rhythm on this shot. They're not just going to stand there and shoot it if they're offered the wide open one. That's better, but they turn it down. Kay tries to step through, takes a second move with a little hook for 2. Anthony Limanis is one of those coaches, you can see him, I'm sitting down. No, I need to make a point. Straight up when he wanted him to play defense. Gombo. Defensive rebound, chance to run, chance to make this a 20-point game. McCarron looks long, finds it, numbers down the floor for Australia. McCarron gets it back, hits the second side. Blant has it on the inside, feels a little double team action. Nice step through for the hook, nice move. Big man with a big man move with the left hand. 9 points personal, watch the step, drives it through. Soft touch with the left hand hook. Simple, fundamentally really sound. Australia step it up in the passing lane. Mo can't get it to drop. Chance here for Cuddy to lead the break. Aiden Sobey baseline, needs a pass, just drops it inside. The left-hand hook is short. Defensive rebound is hauled in by Elias. Khalid again slows it. He's right to look at the tempo, but then they've got to be sharp in the half court. Feels a double team, moves it on. Someone's open. Nice read, but they blow the small, short, little right-hand layup. Elias can't get it to drop. We've got a whistle on the play the other way. Great decisions by Qatar the other way. They get the open look, blow the layup, and then they have to foul in transition. The margin gets bigger and bigger, so it goes to 6, and Australia lead at 46-24. From those stop the bleeding moments for Qatar. The goal comes high, outside the 3, looks to move it on. Khalid gets it. As Avdic turns it over. Numbers down the floor again, look away. And one, and Avdic fouls. Nick Kay goes to 9 personal, will go to the free throw line to get to double digits. McCarron just looks away and drops it to Kay. Poor foul. If you're gonna foul, you cannot allow the 2. Kay does a great job. Look at the focus. Putting the ball on the glass where he wants to. Foul called well, there's 10 points for Kate. Foul called unsportsmanlike. Avdic will sit. Dominant start by Australia at the start of the third. Carrying this nice pass to the inside. Ran off the glass is no good. And Kay with the latitude will throw down the offensive rebound. And Australia break the 50-point margin. 50-point tally. Unopposed with attitude. Little swing on the backboard. Again, outwork your opponent, great things happen. 51-24. High-low action. Just about stays with it. Sobe steps through, nice pass. Kay blows the little reverse layup. Mohammed comes down with a rebound. Mizo will advance the basketball. Ball knocked away. Ball belongs to Qatar. Well, Kazakhstan will be Australia's next opponents on Monday in Bendigo. Those of you in Australia, great place, great facility. There's a chance to see the Boomers play at home against Kazakhstan in the World Cup. It's all what this World Cup is about. Bringing the national team to play games at home in competition. That's the great thing. Suleiman Khalid can't get the drop. And Qatar stuck on 24. But Khalid stays with the play, comes down with a steal, thinks he's earned the right to shoot it by look of it, kicks it. He's going to turn it over. And 4-on-2 break, but Australia decide not to run the ball. Staff gets it into the half court. So he gets it back, gets the ball screen from Brandt, they kick it off. On the inside, shared, and great effort, great recovery. Mohammed just didn't quit on the play, challenged the extra pass. And Qatar have got a chance to tick it over. Three is short, but he just about holds on. And Wagstaff will advance it, moves on. So he lines up the 3. A little in rhythm this time, but still short. Suleiman Khalid gives it up. Mohammed. They go high-low, inside out. Gumbo lines up the three, is short. A whistle on the play. There is always a culture about these Australian teams. Karen in particular just personifies it. They are great basketball players. But they have an effort, a work ethic, and a culture that they are relentless in their effort. So he comes off the screen. We'll move it on. Wagstaff doesn't like the look of the closeout he has. Great, much better. The back door, they've solved that problem, but then they can't solve the problem of Matt Hodgson on the glass. .29 margin, and Qatar stuck on 24 points. No points in this third quarter. 6 minutes of action, and the scoreboard has not ticked over. Turnaround jump shot is not the answer. Offensive rebound is pulled in. They recycle, and the three is no good. Wagstaff in rhythm for three is good. He strokes it beautifully. That's a 16-0 start to this third quarter. Australia have just disappeared over the horizon. And they've disappeared over the horizon doing what Australian teams do. Great work at the defensive end. They turn defense into points. And Qatar, no answer to this relentless pressure from Australia. Textbook release, high finish, high arcing shot. This now for three. Great rhythm on it. Really does stroke the basketball beautifully. Here's Jesse Wagstaff. He's 32 now. Still plays with the enthusiasm of a guy making his first appearance for the national team. 56-24. Qatar still scoreless in the third quarter. Again, double team, trying to force Qatar to play at a pace they don't want to play. Turnover again, chance to run for Australia. Have numbers down the floor. They're going to find the open man, keep the ball moving. They're going to share it. Nice high-low, and one. The primary break was stopped. Just go high-low, Wagstaff gets the two. We'll go to the line, just change the angle. Soft touch on the two. Great execution. And Qatar still pointless in the third. And Jesse Wagstaff knocks down the free throw. Goes to 14 personal. Mohammed goes high. Again, the same issue. The three is gone, he's short. Great effort on the glass, but cannot control the basketball. Muchki comes down with it, but just could not go back up. We're only 3 minutes away from a pointless quarter. It's not a bad Qatar lineup. Just a very good performance by Australia. That'll be retained by Australia with 6 on the possession. Wagstaff will come off the low screen. And the second screen up, they're going to have to come back to it. They go long. Which gets it off. Sweet from the three-point line. They're turned down and missed a bunch of wide open three, but Blanchfield with a hand all over him knocks down the three, 62-24. 22-0 in this third quarter. Let's talk about the positive of the Australian defense and their execution here. It's relentless. It's a clinic. Almost another turnover. Mohamed just surviving with the basketball. They take the tough two off balance. Again, they come up point. This Australian team fancy a complete scoreless quarter against them. Hodgson in the block, kicks it, wide open for three. Well, the lid's off the basket now from the three-point line. Drimich goes back-to-back threes for Australia. 41-point margin. Ichike will hand it off. Mohamed takes it back to the top. They're just not creating anything out of a set here. Settles for a tough three. Doesn't get the drop. And we've got a foul in transition. And on top of everything else, Australia will now go to the free throw line. UI will sit. Anthony Drimich on the free throw line. His first free throws in World Cup actions. Only played one game before today. Full court pressure by Australia. It's not cheap pressure either. It's not we're up by this many, let's just go for steals, etc. Zero fouls. They've been down in stance. They've been just relentless with pressure. Everything is contested for Qatar. Switching on the ball screens. Again, just creates havoc. Blocking foul. They're going to wipe that off. Foul before the shot. Nope, they're going to give it good. Let's have a look. Picks it up. All right, yep, absolutely. Good call by the official. Ball was in the action of being released. Abdel Bassett can't complete the three-point play. Last minute of the third. The third quarter dominated by the Australians. Reverse layup for two is a little easy for Daniel Johnson. Looks to the far side of the ring, kisses the glass for two. Oh, great effort. Tremendous effort defensively by Johnson. The foul on the play, he will walk the floor for two. Kevin Nish will shoot the throws. There's an experienced group of Australian internationals here. Age range, youngest is 25, the oldest is 32. Played a lot of basketball together now. Success in regional championships. And now in these World Cup qualifiers, apart from that phenomenal performance by Japan, look well on their way to China. A foul on the play. 9 seconds left in the period. And Mucci will go to the free throw line. Litchfield picks up the personal. Emir Uchki on the 3-throw line. Makes the second. Litchfield for 3 is off. They get it away, can't get it to drop, that'll do it for 3. And Australia let's just describe it as turning the screw. Defensively, absolute intensity on the basketball. After 3, they lead it 71-26. Out of sight, definitely not out of mind though. That's been a phenomenal third quarter by Australia. Oh, the other thing to remind you all of, you can get all the standings, the actions, the statistics, everything on the World Cup app. Also, if you go onto the website, where the teams are currently placed, how teams qualify, it's all there for you. And again, remind you, love to hear comments as these games develop. Australia and Iran in this group are going to have 6 wins and 1 loss each as they're approaching at the end of this game day. This group is congested for the 3rd qualifying place. Top 3 from the 2nd round will progress to the World Cup in China in a year's time. Been watching websites. The TISO clock is on countdown now. And that's going to be one of the most exciting sporting events of 2019. Early pick and roll in transition. Leash slows it down, doesn't like his options, going to try and get some action away from the ball. Johnson gets to the middle, goes with the right hand for 2. And 2 meters 12. Great skills. Said earlier in the game, 7th in scoring in the Pro League in Australia, 3rd in rebounding, 7th in blocks. He went to work every night. Penetration, tough little floater in the lane is no good. And Johnson comes down with yet another stat at the defensive end. Leash pushes. Johnson's the 2nd trailer, goes and fakes the handoff. And he's putting on a clinic, Daniel Johnson. Goes to work on the inside, gets a defensive rebound, handles the basketball, gets to the ring. Numbers down the floor again for Australia. At least gets to the foul line. They don't like the option, they'll bring it out. Start again, 74-27. Leash. Johnson again. Needs to get a little lower. Ball's picked up by Abdel Halim. And travel call with a 4-on-2 break. Elias travels. Well, Qatar will make the trip to the Philippines. It's always an experience to play national team basketball away in the Philippines. Got a whistle on the play as Johnson again generates yet another positive stat. That'll be on Monday. Qatar in the Philippines. That's a game that they really would want to get something from. Tough ask, I know, but and it's also a game for the Philippines, and if they want to be that third place team, they really have to get a win. Wins at home, vital. Abdul Halim, nowhere to go, gets rid of it though. Yeah, blown by Lashin. Johnson just works his way to the baseline. He's got such soft touch. Daniel Johnson with a little floater. A lean back right-handed floater on the left-hand side. Watch this. Handles it. Creates an angle from behind the backboard. It's all about his touch. Soft touch on the ring. Gets the drop. And Johnson's having a really nice fourth quarter. 76-27. Timeout Qatar. Australia in control.
Sit 6 feet off those guys. We don't sit 6 feet off them and let them make every pass they want to. You've got to get out and pressure your guy. He's the only one that fought.
Well, 26 and 12%. That's what Australian defense does to you. Relentless pressure. Still only 6 from 21 from the three-point line.
Let's go. 1, 2, 2.
And they're going to play him tough all the way through, up the floor, full court man-to-man. This time they beat it through the pass, and you've got to really say, maybe that more would have been a better option. Poor decision, though, by Abdel Halim, just turns it over. Australia again in transition, and Johnson gets another touch. It's the handoff. Johnson out top, turns down the handoff, wraps the pass around. Nice feel on it. The three is gone. He's short, but we've got a defensive foul as Johnson crashes the glass. Well, the lid on the basket still exists for Qatar. (36-3) second half at the moment. One of those score lines that you have nightmares about. Pitch for threes, long. No one gets on the glass. Australia just dominant. Great early entry. Could have worked a little harder perhaps to get an angle, but great work down the floor. Brandt got position, was going to hold it. So all we had to do was create the passing lane. Two coaches with 6:15 to go. We've got entirely different problems. I think we might have to reissue the publicity video previously used in This Is My House. There's only one way to dry a floor. And it's with a lot of activity, a lot of passion, a lot of fun. It took a little bit of too long. (76-27). Australia just got to manage these last 6:15, get on the plane, go home, and get ready to play Kazakhstan on Monday. Karen with a deep three, way short. Defensive rebounds pulled in. Chance for Qatar to get something in transition. A little bit of contact. We've got 2 shots, says Abdel Bashet. It's a little contact there, little hip. Norton picks up the personal. Now there's 6 to go. Qatar tick over their first points in the 4th quarter. Feel the pressure, find the open man. Way to beat the press by Australia. That's a tough take. That's a finish. If you're going to take it, you've got to take it strong. You're going to get into traffic. Watch this. There's the closeout. But here comes the help. Focus on the finish. Get to the foul line. And Anthony Dlimic gets the 2. Will go to the line. And there's only one play this Australian team plays with intensity and quality. Khalid Al-Bassett will sit. A little bit of a blow as he tried to help. Omar Guai steps in. To make it a 50-point margin. Now you're going to get another look at it. Mitch Norton has it. Takes the high ball screen. Well, could have gone with the left hand. Tried to go a little backhanded and missed the layup. Qatar will. It's about pride that Qatar play for right now. Gombo knocks down the 3. Gombo stroked it. Nice stroke. Gets to 11 points personal. A third of his team's points. Penetration, wide open look from the 3, turned down. And Nick Kay beat himself, really. 3 on the possession, he's got to go up. Turnover Australia. Guai gets it into the half court. Guai steps back for a lean back 3 that finds the bottom of the string. First points of the night from the 3-point line. Getting a little excited. Back-to-back points for Qatar. Means that they tie the 4th quarter, 8-8. Grant will sit. Nick Kay moves it on. Lansfield has it turned over. It's 2 turnovers back to back. Superman is taking a timeout. He feels like he needs to make the point. Guy moves it on. Gombo. 5 on the possession. Foul on the floor. Gombo has it. Help comes. Can't get the little finger roll to finish. Effort though by Qatar. Back head out as Avdic just about succeeds in turning it over though. And one sportsmanlike foul because you were on the wrong side is the interpretation. Gombo from behind the player over the top of the shoulder. There's no way this is a legitimate, well, maybe he has a, there was no way he was ever going to be clean on the ball. Karen was ahead. No real way that Gombo could get a clean touch on the ball without really going across. So there's only ever going to be a foul that stops the break. And you can understand why the foul was called unsportsmanlike. Australia share it. They've been sharing it since minute 1. Karen outside, goes inside. And there has to be a foul called, and there is. Why picks up the personal. And Johnson gets yet another positive stat. Well, 10 minutes of basketball, 10 points, has an efficiency rating of 16 on that little cameo he's played here. Can't get the second to drop. Defensive rebound is Tangai from Gombo. Gombo handles, tries to get to the middle in traffic, takes the tough one, gets the drop. $15 points personal. Nice pass, great movement away from the ball. Just created it, made it so easy. Blanchfield just spotted up superbly. He missed the whole action with that replay. The shot's great, obviously. Open three, knocks it down, but his movement on the penetration was just a joy. Abdul Halim sets the ball screen. He rolls. That doesn't give him a look. Now he has a chance. Take the tough little runner in the lane. No chance to drop that one. Rasheen can't get it to drop. Only 2 to go. 84 to 37. And the ball's out of bounds. Qatar will take their last timeout.
Maybe you're going to lift up and going to run pistol flip. Tala, you're going to zip her up on it. Okay? So whoever this big is, Nasser, Tangi, stay spaced at the 4 for us, and then whoever else is Nashin on that side of the floor. Sorry, Nashin, you put the ball in here. Okay? Tala, he's going. Nashin, you're going all the way out to the corner. Mizo, lift. Okay? Listen. Right, you, Nasser, right here. Tala's coming up. All right? So the next time down.
And the other point to make here, obviously, is that it's always development. The program is always a work in progress. But Qatar
if we end up in a flow
the success in
situation,
which in this second round, it's not just about their performance here, it's about the way they use this. It's one of the things that World Cup competition can give you, continuous exposure to level of play. As long as you use it, as long as your younger players see it, as long as you have an opportunity to build a program, then it's going to be a great building experience. They won't be feeling like it's a great experience right now, Mike. On the wrong end of an 84-37 scoreline. But that's the job of the federation, and that's the job of the coaching staff to make sure they maximize this. 84-37. Kawhi gets it off the handoff. Could have really attacked the middle, turns it over. 4-on-3 break. All Australia have to do is find the open man. Mansfield does that, wide open in the corner. They turn down the three because they're really in the early clock and they want to move it. Penetration, foul down one. Just played the screen too early. Norton gets the two. Maguire was playing the screen. Norton took the drive lane. Picks the contact, goes through the contact, finishes the play. Is to make it a 50-point margin, which he does. 87-37. And they're still picking it up in the wrong places, still getting turned over. And Australia, relentless, not cheap. It's the way they play. Here's the double team, needs a pass, finds one, open for three, it's good. Bassett, his feet set, nice find by Ngombo. There's a whistle on the play. Australia will shoot 2 more throws. That will re-establish the 50-point margin. There's the foul. Doing a great job, Mohammed, to get through the screen, to not allow the handoff. He does not need to worry about reaching for the ball in that situation. Wagstaff makes the first, 17 personals, and a really nice night. It's the friendly roll, goes 2 for 2. We've got a 51-point margin as Wagstaff goes to 18. 3 from 3 from the line. Mid-range 2 is good. Elias gets the 5. Sweet little runner off the glass by Mitch Norton. Just a little hesitation, create an angle. Ball's knocked away, again another turnover. It's going up, off the glass, gets set, gets the 2. Rich with more points as he piles it up, 95-42. Last 20 seconds of what's been all about how well Australia play and relentless performance. When it goes up, is fouled and will go to the free throw line. Defensive rebound. This will be Australia with the chance to just close this one out. And that's what I think they're going to do. They're just going to dribble it off for Australia with a 95-43 point win. We join Iran at the top of group. Qatar have got to make the long trip to the Philippines, really needing a win to keep themselves in contention for that third place. Super performance by Australia. There's confirmation. Australia on the road here in Doha get the 95-43 victory over Qatar. The Australian huddle. They get out of the gym, they'll do their warm down. They'll be looking to get on the plane as soon as possible, get back home to Australia, get to Bendigo and welcome Kazakhstan on Monday evening. Here's the stats. 68% and 29%. 29% is going to be disappointing, but they did shoot the ball better as the game progressed. Dominance on the glass for Australia, 46-32, 22 assists. You've got to love that as a coach. 21 turnovers just really hurt Qatar. Points off turnovers were a big return for Australia. That's just a very good performance by the 10th ranked team in FIBA. Wagstaff with 18 points. He was all over the stats for Qatar. Wagstaff had a really nice game. And the one guy won't show up on those stats that really did have an impact, Daniel Johnson. Limited minutes, but real return. So the Australians will leave Doha with another win and another major step towards China and the World Cup. Qatar not out of this at all. The third place in this group is wide open. A third quarter in this game that just saw Australia keep Qatar to 3 points in the quarter. Game over, basically. End of game in that third quarter, just dominance. Defensively, they were absolutely out the top drawer. Did not give Qatar one moment without pressure. So Australia will make the 6-7 hour flight back home. It's always a lot shorter when you do it with a win. And that man sent a lot of good messages. Daniel Johnson really does give some big punch off the bench for the Australian national team. So we'll wish you good night from Doha. Super performance by Australia. They join Iran at the top of the group. They go home to play Kazakhstan on Monday night. Make sure you look out for that game on the schedules. And we'll see you for more World Cup action over this weekend. It's only the first day of action in this window. There's plenty more to come. But for now, from Doha, it's goodbye.